Folks, welcome back to another episode of The Fallen Badge. Today, the murder of Sergeant Elio Diaz, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, Florida. Sergeant Diaz was 40 years old. He had a little over 11 years with the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. He had a wife and he had 4 children. That's December 15th, 2024. Sergeant Diaz makes a traffic stop somewhere around 2 o'clock in the evening, 4968 Tamiami Trail. It's over there in the Charlotte Harbor area. It's at a Chevron station, I believe. Now, he's on this stop for an hour or so. What it is, he stopped a fella, the suspect, doesn't have any insurance. Sergeant Diaz is trying to help this fella, keep him from getting his car towed. So he's trying to help him do something with his insurance. I don't know exactly what. So now at some point during the stop, the suspect, he goes back up to his pickup truck. He's got the door open. Sergeant Diaz, he's sitting back in his car. And he gets out and he starts heading back up towards the suspect. Well, the suspect, he pulls out a semi-automatic rifle he's got in the truck. Now, when you see the video of the suspect pulling the rifle out, I'll show an abbreviated version during this video, but now I'll show the full video and companion video I'm going to put out right after this. Anyways, when he's pulling that rifle out, the sergeant is just out of camera range walking to the truck. So now that first round the suspect cranks, hits Sergeant Diaz, he goes down, and then the suspect fires about 9 more rounds at the sergeant. I don't know how many of them hit him, but evidently several of them did. Now the suspect, he didn't take off just right that second. He sat there and took enough time to change the tag on his truck. And then he left the scene. And he wasn't in a hurry. Now the suspect, he just went a few miles down the road, down there off of Kings Highway, 24400 block of Sand Hill Boulevard. And he's sitting there in the parking lot of a Popeye's chicken place. First officer makes the scene. Now when she pulls up, she's broadside of the suspect's truck. So she's got a good line of sight into the truck. Now I believe she's got her patrol rifle. Second officer pulls up. Now they're giving voice commands. Now at one point the suspect, he pulls up that rifle of his. And when he does, that female deputy, she cranks off 1 round, hits the suspect, and ends the threat. Now, according to the sheriff, this suspect was a mental consumer. He'd had issues. He'd disappeared before and been gone for days, and his family would look for him. I believe they were up around Maryland. But anyways, this fella had a lot of issues. Now, the concerning thing, as it always seems to be, is there were multiple rifles inside the vehicle that the suspect had purchased. And you just wonder how somebody that's a mental consumer can buy weapons. It shouldn't be allowed. Now, Sergeant Diaz, he's transported to the hospital. He's dead there at the hospital. I don't know how long they had him before they pronounced him. But the fact that Sergeant Diaz was on that scene for an hour or so shows you he was trying to help this fella. Dangerous thing about mental consumers, though, they're not in their right mind. They're not going to make good decisions. Sergeant Elio Diaz. End of watch, December 15th, 2024.